Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Steve. Paul, I gotta question your judgment getting up early to listen to Governor Inslee. That's just saying. Appreciate being here. Thank you all for coming to help enlighten us as to the natural resource issues of the state of Texas and this region of the country. I'm just a little bit about myself. I come from, like Paul said, Washington's fourth, the central part of Washington State, if you've all ever been there. It is not Seattle, it's east of the Cascade Mountains. We get about 7 inches of rainfall annually, so even less than what you do right here. I'm a farmer. Our farm is now in its 4th generation. We produce hops and wine grapes and tree fruit and lots of good things like that. I won't even brag about the few bison that we have, Wendy, but we have a couple of those too. I'm, like Paul said, on the Energy and Water Subcommittee for Appropriations, and so very engaged in a lot of the natural resource industry and resource issues. In the Pacific Northwest, it's just a little bit different than Texas. So I'm here to learn about what you guys face on a daily basis. In our neck of the woods, hydropower is a big thing. 70% of the electricity produced for the state of Washington comes from clean, carbon-free, renewable energy source, hydro. And just let me say, I need all the help I can get. I need all the allies I can get. Our dams are under attack. People want to breach the dams in the Snake and Columbia rivers, and we need to do all we can to make sure that those important pieces of our infrastructure remain in place. You've heard about salmon. We do a lot to mitigate for the dams in the rivers. We spend a ton of money doing that on an annual basis, and we've been pretty darn successful. Salmon passage over the dams is like 96%, about as good as in a free-flowing river. But there's a lot of pressures on us to keep those dams in place, and if anything, I would love for you to be part of the effort to make sure that we are successful at doing that. We also have nuclear generation of electricity in the Pacific Northwest, which is a big part of our energy portfolio, along with wind and solar, and some of the different renewable sources as well. But oil, natural gas, all of the things that make this part of the world tick. This, I believe, we're in the middle of America's oil and gas production and refining. And so I'm excited to learn about all the things that you have going here and some of the challenges that you face. I will do my best, but being from the Pacific Northwest, I may need an interpreter for some of you Texans. Make sure you talk slowly, and we'll follow along as best we can. But it's a pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can and seeing some of those things Pete just described on CO2 and on the offshore oil and all those kind of things. It's going to be great. So thank you very much for allowing us to be here.